A major development in the ongoing data center debate is shifting into focus this week as St. Charles leaders have a final vote in front of them to permanently ban data centers. This is Forward. I'm David Amilati. An area developer tells me the decision to ban these facilities could leave billions of dollars on the table in investment. As First Alert 4 investigates, asks questions about political influence and what was happening behind the scenes the last several months. For supporters, they're worried about all the money that's being left on the table. But for opponents, they say this is a fight for the future of our community.
The data center debate in St. Charles goes back to last August when Project Cumulus, a proposed data center near the city's water wells, drew standing room only crowds at St. Charles City Hall.
We're right on top of it. We're right there.
Residents raised concerns about environmental impact, noise, power use, and how close it would be to homes.
That we would allow somebody to build on our water source. That's where we get our clean water. It's already considered a contaminated site.
The project was pulled before a vote.
We did a bad job at it. We did not get out the information that was necessary.
Weeks later, St. Charles passed a one-year moratorium.
And this is probably a good step on the part of the council just to let everybody step back and take a breath. If the project is as great as it was supposed to be, then a year won't make any difference.
Imposing a temporary ban risks signaling uncertainty at a time when other regions in Missouri and across the Midwest are actively recruiting these companies and reaping the rewards of their investment.
Now, before that one-year moratorium is even up, St. Charles leaders are getting ready to vote to ban data centers altogether this week.
A project like this in St. Charles could see $2 billion worth of craft labor construction payroll, $2 billion with a B. Really significant impact on the local economy.
How does Bob Clark know that? He's the developer behind the St. Charles project through his Clayco subsidiary, CRG. Clark says a data center like this could bring billions of dollars in construction payroll, more than 100 high-paying permanent jobs, and tens of millions in new tax revenue each year. He disputes many of the environmental concerns, saying data centers are quiet, water use is often overstated, and communities that turn these projects away could miss long-term economic growth.
Other projects like this are generating, between $30 and $40 million of new tax revenue to the community.
Clark says the project could have included major water upgrades to St. Charles water system, which has been the subject of previous concerns over contamination. First Alert 4 investigates found the fight over data centers wasn't just happening at council meetings and public events. It was also playing out behind the scenes.
And there will always be human error. I'm totally okay with systems like this, but not in that location.
Bob Burns was a regular presence in the St. Charles data center debate, often seen at public meetings and hearings as the fight unfolded.
Please deny this permit. I'm totally okay with it elsewhere. Those involved are dear friends. I just think it's a bad idea, a really bad idea for our society to do that over our wellhead.
Bob and Judy Burns co-own St. Charles-based Patriot Machine, an aerospace and defense manufacturing company. State ethics records show money connected to the Burns family entered the data center fight just days before St. Charles passed its moratorium. Records show Judy Burns donated $16,000 on August 12th and another $2,000 on September 11th to the Good Government Committee. In less than 10 days, that committee spent more than $15,000 on anti-data center mailers. The same day, St. Charles voted to pause projects. We found another link to the data center debate. Property records show the Burns family lives near the proposed site. Our drone shows the Burns estate on top of this bluff, less than a mile from the proposed data center site. First Alert 4 investigates reached out to Bob Burns multiple times for an interview. In his statement, he says, "At this time, I cannot allow myself to be distracted without a critical need. I will continue to be ready to help provide leadership in protecting our St. Charles, Missouri citizens and businesses and advancing their present and future best interests." Bob Clark says he was surprised to see the opposition from Burns, saying the two had previously worked together. Clark's connections are also drawing attention. He's St. Louis City Mayor Kara Spencer's largest donor and is seated next to her in this picture at a dinner overseas last month. That dinner came the same day St. Louis City's Board of Public Service approved a data center near the Armory.
Timing was just unfortunate. I have not spoken with Bob Clark about data centers in the city of St. Louis ever. Not before that trip, not during that trip, and even subsequently to that trip.
The two are doing international business for the St. Louis region as part of the launch of British Airways' new direct international flight from St. Louis to London Heathrow, a major milestone for the St. Louis region. The new route is being touted as a sign of growing international business connections for St. Louis.
So people don't like things that are new, especially when they don't understand them. And what I would ask is for people to take the time out to really understand what these projects are, and I think find out what the potential revenue source is to their community that could improve their fire district, their schools, their roads, the infrastructure. These cities can't pass this up. I think looking back in 5 years, if we pass these projects up, I think people will really regret it.
There's no indication these donations violated any rules or laws, but it does raise questions about how the funds did impact this debate in St. Charles. I did reach out to the Good Government PAC, but my calls were not returned, and any other efforts to reach the treasurer on file were not returned. Now, the St. Charles City Council will have that vote on Tuesday night to permanently ban or not permanently ban those data centers. The city would not comment on the matter, citing an NDA. Bob Clark's subsidiary, CRG, is also responsible for the proposed data center in Festus. That project is facing legal challenges from residents. We have been covering this data center debate all across our region. You can find all that reporting right now inside your First Alert 4 News app. In the studio, David Amilati, First Alert Forward.